Greetings, folks. This is Volt. Final scenario of the Mythos Busters Dream Eaters campaign play-along. Solo Amanda Sharpe versus Where the Gods Dwell. Let's take a look at our deck upgrades. We had 13 experience points coming into this scenario. I'm only spending 12. I'm spending 5 on the Black Cat. This is the campaign and the finale to use the Black Cat, an excellent source of soak that can heal with Elder Sign pulls, especially given that Amanda's Elder Sign is really not all that meaningful. I think it'll be fine to use the Black Cat as a source of soak in case we need it. And also mitigation of some token effects, other symbol token effects if needed. I'm spending another 5 on a second copy of the Eye of Truth, a boatload of icons that Amanda likes. It's practice, so practice makes perfect can find it. And I'm spending 2 to upgrade my last Cryptic Writings level 0 into a Cryptic Writings level 2. And to make room for the other cards, I'm dropping my 2 copies of Occult Invocation, which I've concluded are the least impactful level 0 cards remaining in the deck. That leaves 1 experience point on the table, but frankly, I couldn't see a 1-point add that made sense for what the deck is doing. We have like 62 points put into it, which is frankly bananas. But it's a lot of fun to be having this, a deck like this, at least on the occasion, right? And I've never played solo Amanda before, so my playing her through this campaign has been a lot of fun. We have a contract called Seek the Gods from the campaign play-along. I'm not going to explain what this does in detail yet. What I will say is that when you take it, you erase some of your evidence of Kadath, and you put 1 resource on this card for each tally mark erased. We have 14 evidence of Kadath. I'm going to erase 2, and I'm going to put 2 resources on this. I'll explain about this later on in the scenario, or whether we're even going to use it at all. But we've got our False Awakening set up. We've got the Plateau of Leng. We've got a Doom Track of 7 on the first agenda with the Eye of Chaos, and a certain someone is talking to us. Let's see if there's any other setup that remains to be done. We travel to the Cold Wastes, Intro 2, setup. Right, this is all set up. This is all set aside. Nope. Okay, we go right into it. Let's shuffle and look at our opening hand. Let's put Hypochondria back. Practice makes perfects. A lab assistant. So, interesting. So, perception early is good in the sense of trying to get a clue from the first location, and can also then be used to try to test off False Awakening early. I don't want Cryptic Writings. I want to draw that. Part of me is thinking, yeah, keep the practice makes perfects and play them on your first couple of tests to hoover up quality cards from your deck. So and we'll keep the lab assistant to increase hand size and draw 2 cards. Yeah, we'll run this. 1 extra, a vicious blow just in case an enemy shows up. Seems good. Okay, we begin at the Plateau of Leng. 3 shroud, 1 clue. If an enemy attempts to spawn an empty location and there are none in play, spawn the enemy here instead. Really only becomes relevant in high count multiplier if everybody spreads out. Token effects. We have to replace the Elder Things with tablets. Skulls are minus X. X is the number of the current act, so it's right now -1. Cultist is reveal another token. If you fail, put a doom directly on the agenda, which is a particularly hateful effect. And tablet is -4. If you fail, choose and reveal something from your hand. It attacks and is shuffled into the encounter deck. That'll be relevant later, but the key point here is that we have a top-heavy -4 because of the tablets. So I'm going to want to be passing tests, the extent I can, up by 4 wherever possible. We need 2 clues to advance. Let's get right into it. And we'll start by playing this Lab Assistant and draw 2 cards. Segment of Onyx, that's good to see. And Unrelenting, good. Okay. So it's 3 shroud to try to... Oh, I forgot, actually. I need to do my Amanda draw first. What am I doing? So we would not yet have had the Unrelenting or the Segment of Onyx. I think the segment of onyx came first. Either way, I'm not going to put one of them underneath Amanda, because what we were going to put is the perception, but we do still get our Amanda draw. Let's say it was the segment of onyx, and then the 2 cards from lab assistant will be unrelenting and second laboratory assistant. Okay, fine. Now let's use this perception. So we are testing 5 against 3. And let's play Practice Makes Perfect before we commit other things. Technically, before this is even committed. But let's see what we get. Well, we could, of course, slam down the 4 question marks with Eye of Truth. Actually, is that my only choice? We also have Overpower, but not for an Investigate. Yeah, Eye of Truth it is, but you know what? That's fine. I'll take 4 icons and then add to my hand. So 2, 5, we're testing 9 against 3. We are 6 up. Skulls -1, so we pass by 5. We add Eye of Truth to our hand. We draw 2 cards off Perception. Second Unrelenting, second segment of Onyx. And we get this clue. Good, good. Now let's try to test off False Awakening. Which will be difficulty 3. And, do I play my other Practice Makes Perfect? I kind of think the only reason not to is if I pull, Overpower, and then I might end up drawing so many cards that I will have to discard. I could just throw Unrelenting, but I'm not passing by 7. I'm not passing by 4, what I'm trying to say. 2, 5 on 3. Now, we are going to play Practice Makes Perfect. Let's see what we get, because then we can decide what else to commit. So, we're testing 2 against 3. Test any skill. Well, I won't be overpowered because I'm using Book for Perception. So, we are testing Book, but let's see what we get. Well, I can't commit 2 perceptions. Momentum is an option. Yeah, actually, momentum is the option. So we'll take momentum. So now we are testing 2, 3, 6 on 3. And now I will throw in an Unrelenting to be 7 on 3. And I'll seal the +1 and the 0s to draw 2 cards. Cryptic Writings and Momentum. I'll play this Cryptic Writings to gain 3 resources. Good. And now we take the test. We are 2, 5, 6, 7. We're 7 on 3. We're 4 up. Skulls -1. We pass by 3. Discard Unrelenting. Add Momentum to our hand. False Awakening goes away, and we draw 2 cards off Perception. Of course, we get our weakness at the tail end of all that, but hey, that's fine. Seems a good start. Okay, no enemies on the board. We upkeep. Well, the Pendant of the Queen is ready to be online. Segment of Onyx. I do have to discard. Oh, I should have played... I should have played the Segments of Onyx so that I wouldn't... Yeah, that was the plan, to play the Segments of Onyx before the draw, so that I wouldn't need to discard down. So that was the plan for the end of my round. End of my turn, I just moved a little too quickly. So then we'll play the other one next turn. And then we'll have the Pendant. Right. Okay, Mythos. Shuffle up. 1 of 7 Doom. Our encounter card. It's a hidden card. Law of Yiggoth Chaos. I can't play cards or trigger abilities on player cards with an odd printed resource cost until I discard a card with an even printed resource cost. Okay. So I could discard the Lab Assistant so that I can play the other Segment of Onyx. That's not great, but it's not terrible. All right. Now we do our Amanda draw, which is Enraptured. We discard Perception. We do have to put Whispers of the Deep. Which is fine. It's not great, but yeah. I'm wondering if I'm going to do a test at all this round. Well, let's do this Law of Yggdrasil. So I will discard this lab assistant to discard Law of Yggdrasil. Fine. And now let's play this third segment of Onyx to get the Pendant of the Queen online. Good. Good. Okay. Let's move down to the Cold Wastes. 2 Shroud, 1 Clue. When you reveal a funky symbol while investigating here, you have to either take a damage or lose an action. And once I get this second clue, I can advance. Do I try for it now? It's a bit awkward. Why didn't I get any charges on this? 3. And I could look to overpower the Whispers by throwing, like, Eye of Truth and Enraptured at it, but that seems a waste when I can put Eye of Truth underneath me for a whole round. So I think instead of... I could use the Pendant to get the clue. But I don't want to... I guess it doesn't matter if I advance. I don't want to move into the location that will be revealed yet. I think I'm going to draw a card with my last action. Then we'll move in next time. Yeah, let's draw a card. And I've got a plan. Okay. Do I have a plan? I don't know. But I am going to use... Is it worth my using the Pendant? No, I'm not going to use the Pendant, not at this time. That's fine. All right, no enemies, we upkeep. Cryptic Research, good, good. Card draw is great. We're at 2 of 7 doom. Our encounter card is Abandoned by the Gods. Test willpower 3. For each point you fail by, you must choose a different number between 0 and 4, and then discard each event and asset from hand with a printed resource cost equal to any of those chosen numbers. The only cards I have in hand that have a cost are 0 and 2. So even if I auto-fail, I could pick 1, 3, and 4, and nothing gets discarded. The only thing that would be a problem is if I cultist and fail, which adds a doom to the agenda, which I don't want. We're testing 1 on 3. I really don't think it's worth throwing stuff at this. Now, we'll just take this and fail it. 1 on 3. We fail by 3. We pick 4, 3, and 1. Oh, look, I get to keep my cost 0 and 2 events, and all these skills are untouched. Seems good. We'll draw a card as Amanda. Another vicious blow. We discard her weakness. And what are we going to put up? Eye of Truth. So that we are running at a base 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yes. We got stuff to do this round. I'll do the Cryptic Research later, I think. Right now we're going to investigate. Yes, we're testing 6 on 2. I am going to commit Enraptured to be 8 on 2. We're 6 up. -2, we pass by 4. We'll add 3 charges to the Pendant of the Queen, and we'll get this clue. And now we will advance. Reveal the Monastery of Leng and spawn the High Priest not to be described there. Seems good. Monastery of Leng, 3 Shroud, 2 Clues. You can spend a clue here to maneuver the priest closer. High Priest not to be described. Fight 5, health 3, evade 3. Alert, Massive Retaliate. Can't make attacks of opportunity. If exhausted, you can spend a clue to stun the priest. It's -3 fight. And our goal is to defeat the High Priest not to be described, which we can either do with raw punching or by having maneuvered and stunned the priest and then shoving him down a well. We have 4 question marks under us. I think we're going to do this via raw punching. So let's just move in like a pleb. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to move in, second action. This guy's massive. He's fight 5. So let's attack, shall we? With Eye of Truth, we're testing 6 on 5. Vicious Blow makes it 8 on 5. Overpower makes it 11 on 5. We're 6 up. Tablets -4. We pass by 2. So we draw 2 cards from Overpower. We are a hypochondriac, but we knew that was going to come at some point. We do an extra 2 damage, so we've just done 3 damage, which is its health. This guy is defeated. So then we advance. A Foul Fate. We defeated it with damage. Its last breath is filled with hate. And now we see the castle woven in black thread. Act 3, if an investigator is at the Onyx Gates and no clues are on it, we advance. Also, by the way, the skulls are -3 now. They were -2. Right. And do I bother with the pendant? At this point, it's just a free move. No, I think we're good. I think I can wait on using the pendant still. Okay. No enemies on the board. We upkeep. Randolph Carter. You don't say. How ironic. Mythos. We are at 3 of 7 doom. Our encounter card. Whispers of Hypnos. You know what they say with Whispers of Hypnos? Pick a skill to have -2 for that round. Put bad. All right. Amanda draw is Scroll of Secrets. Great to see. We have to discard Eye of Truth. And what are we going to put up? I think as a... I'm not going to be taking any tests this turn. So as sort of a... what's the word? Precaution? As sort of general purpose. That's the word I'm looking for. We'll put up Unrelenting. Okay. So, now let's play some things. We'll spend 3 to play the Dream Enhancing... Nope. The Dream Enhancing Serum. We will spend 1 to play the Scroll of Secrets level 3. Which is crucial for our gameplay in this scenario. And now... yeah, we'll play Cryptic Research. The Black Cat, Cryptic Research, and Obscure Studies. Do we play another Cryptic Research? If we do, then I may need to be discarding the hand size. Yeah, there's nothing here that's going to double up. We'll get it next time. But we are... Oh, actually... No, that's fine. We are going to use the pendant now. I might as well have used it last time. To take a free move over here back to the Cold Wastes. And we will use our last action. Will we? Yeah, that's fine. We will use our last action to scoot down to the Onyx Gates. So the Onyx Gates. 1+1 per player shroud. 12 clues. But once revealed, remove 1 clue from the Onyx Gates for each Tallymarth recorded next to evidence of Kadath. That's why having more than 12 doesn't do anything. And that's why I spent 2 of it with the contract to get down to 12. Now, all those clues get removed. We are here and there's no clues on it. We advance. Where the Gods Dwell. Read the interlude and advance to Act 4. We have no clues to lose. So, the interlude. Right. There are no gods here. The place is abandoned. We reveal the Onyx Castle, and we place ourselves in the Great Hall. Come on. Good. Whoa, not what I wanted. All other locations get removed from the game. Then we have to deal with Randolph Carter. So these locations go away. And let's place this here, shall we? Right. Now, because we have Randolph Carter, Expert Dreamer, turns out he is Nyarlathotep in disguise, we remove him from the deck for the remainder of the campaign. The Black Cat is not at our side, so we skip to Grand Design 5, which then does all this stuff. All right, so Randolph, gone. Now, what do we have to do? We choose 2 copies of Nyarlathotep randomly and shuffle them into the encounter deck, along with the Crawling Mist, the Myriad Forms, and the Whispering Chaos cards, and the discard pile. So let's do all that. Myriad Forms, Crawling Mist, Whispering Chaos. Here's the Nyarlathoteps. There are 5 of them. Shuffle up, put 1, 2. That's not what I wanted. Hold on. All right, other Nyarlathoteps, just go back in your box. Okay, and now shuffle the Forsaken Tower locations, put 4 into play around the Great Hall, and then we continue. All right. There they are. Forsaken Tower. Let's adjust my camera here. All right, shuffle up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Act 4. Now the fun begins. I am looking to expose Nyarlathotep's true form. I need to find copies of him in the encounter deck and other cards to deal with them. If all 2 of them are in the victory display, we advance. You can spend an action and a clue to look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck and draw any cards with a hidden keyword. This is where this contract comes into play. This scenario is notorious for having very difficult scaling and low player counts. So this Seek the Gods contract was clearly designed as a way to counter that. You can spend an action and 1 portent per player, the portents being what's on this. And this was errated by the campaign play-along folks that you have to be in the Great Hall to do this. But you can just search the whole encounter deck and discard pile for a card with a hidden keyword and add it to your hand. So you can just straight up pull on Nyarlathotep from the deck, no matter where he is. Or pull another hidden card you need, no matter where it is. That is bonkers powerful. If I were really trying to speedrun this with the contract, I would have put 4 portents on it. I would have spent a little time picking up 2 clues from the Onyx Gates. And then with 4 portents, I could just slam down 1, 2, 3, 4 on Nyarlathotep, a card to deal with it, on Nyarlathotep, a card to deal with it, go deal with them and be done. Maybe in like just a few more rounds. I'm not doing that. I don't intend to use this unless I absolutely have to if things are going really sideways. So far, fingers crossed, they are not. I'm going to see if I can accomplish this with what the deck presently has. I've been thinking about this scenario the entire way through the campaign. I have built the deck, hopefully, to be able to do what this scenario asks of you. So that's what we're going to attempt. And in particular, that's why I wanted to, most importantly, Scroll of Secrets. So let's use the Scroll of Secrets. We're going to look at the bottom 3 cards of the encounter deck. We've shuffled this up. What is on the bottom? So, a bog standard Acolyte, a Law of Yegirath, and one of the Whispering Chaoses. Now, the Whispering Chaoses are what you need to be able to deal with a Nyarlathotep. So that is good to see. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to discard this Law of Yegirath as just a pain in the butt. I will put this Acolyte second, because that's pretty straightforward to deal with if I have to. Whoops. And I'll put this Whispering Chaos West first, so that I will draw it next turn, since I want it anyway. Okay. And now, finally, I have 7 cards. Yes, I will play this other cryptic research before my turn ends to draw 3 more cards. The Silver Key, a Perception, and an Enraptured. Seems good. Okay. No enemies on the board. We upkeep into an Overpower. Okay. We're at 4 of 7 Doom. And also now, skulls are -4. So, in order to get better than a coin flip on a test, you need to be 4 up on it. So, Whispers of Hypnos is no longer active. Actually, technically, the Whispers of Hypnos should have already discarded and been shuffled in. So, what I'll do is I'll take these 2 off that I know. We'll shuffle the Whispers in. That part of the shuffle deck is a shuffle deck. We'll put the Acolyte back second, Whispering Chaos first. Okay. What am I doing? Drawing an encounter card. That's what I'm doing. What do we got? A hidden card. Whispering Chaos. We knew that was coming. Did I really forget that quickly? All right. Whispering Chaos West. So I need to combine this with a Nyarlathotep in order to make progress. Fine. We do our Amanda draw, which is an Eye of Truth. We discard Unrelenting. What am I going to put up? Tell you what I want. I want to get my other cryptic writings for more resources, which is one of the 2 cards left in my deck. So, Perception. Move somewhere, get a clue. Do all that. Yes. I do think that's the way. I also have Enraptured. 1, 2, 2. What is a Shroud here? 3. Now we'll do the Perception. That's fine. Okay. Now, before anything else, I'm going to use the Scroll of Secrets again to again look at the bottom 3 cards. Liar with No Face, Deeper Slumber, and Acolyte. Well, Liar with No Face is a real pain, so we're going to discard that guy. Deeper Slumber is also a real pain for Amanda. I don't want that. I don't mind getting an Acolyte. I'll just have to go and kill it, but that is reasonably enough handled. So, I think what we do... I'll put... The reason I'm not leaving things on the bottom is because I'm using my Scroll of Secrets to search the bottom. So I want to keep the bottom free of new cards to keep accessing it with the Scroll of Secrets. And then stacking cards that are I either want or don't mind having on the top. We will put Deeper Slumber second. And we'll put Acolyte first. We will draw an Acolyte next turn, which we will need to deal with to not advance early, and that's perfectly fine. Indeed, what I'll probably do is place the Acolyte in the western tower, which is where we're going to want to be eventually anyway. So I'm not going to go there this turn. Instead, we'll go... Oh, I don't know. Let's go... Let's go to the north. What do we got here? 2 Shroud, 1 Clue. This location, if you have Whispering Chaos North, lets you evade a Nyarlathotep using book instead of foot. Fine. We're going to investigate. We're going to commit Enraptured. We are testing 5, 6, 7 against 2. We are 5 up. Elder Sign. We pass by an enormous amount. I'm going to add 3 secrets to the Scroll of Secrets, and I'll draw 2 cards. One of which is Cryptic Writings. Do I have 10 or more other cards in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 11. I sure do. Even if the hidden card didn't count, I do. So we'll play this, get 4 resources. And I get this clue. And now we will play. And I think the most important thing to play first is Dream Diary. Good. Seems good. One move, kill. And I don't see a reason not to. I will use the pendant to skip back to the center, because I'll want that other action next turn. Okay. Good. Could I have... No. All right. Never mind. No enemies on the board. We upkeep. Cryptic Research. We take a horror, which will go on the lab assistant. 5 of 7 Doom. We get an Acolyte. We'll put it in the west. We do need to defeat it, or things will advance early. Let's draw, do our Amanda draw. It is enraptured. We discard Perception. Overpower? Because we're going to punch. Overpower because we're going to punch. And let's get our Essence of the Dream. And let's go punch. We'll move into the west. 4 Shroud, 1 Clue. To Whispering Chaos Nyarlathotep, you are testing your willpower against its health. Acolyte engages. Let's punch this Acolyte. With this Overpower, be testing 5 on 3. And let's throw into it. I'm thinking the Essence of the Dream and a Momentum. And then with that Momentum, I can reasonably get a clue. Do I need to bother with the Momentum, though? If I just add another 2, not the Vicious Blow, obviously. You know what we're going to do? What am I really looking for? Momentum and... Before we fight, let's play this other Cryptic Research. Why not? Let's play this Cryptic Writings and get another 4 resources. And there's an Unrelenting, as well as a Practice Makes Perfect. All right, now we're going to fight. With Overpower, we're at 5. Momentum makes it 6 on 3. And then Unrelenting... I don't want to draw that many. Yeah, I will need to discard to hand size. So we'll just... No. We'll do the Unrelenting, but we'll just seal the Cultist. There, that's fine. 2, 5, 6, 7 on 3. We're 4 up. -1 is a pass by 3. So the next test is reduced by difficulty 3. This guy's defeated, and I draw 2 cards off the Overpower. Second Enraptured and the Lab Assistant. Second Enraptured, I use Dream Enhancing Serum to draw Unrelenting. Okay. I am going to be discarding cards, but that's fine. I want to use the the Momentum bonus while I have it. To investigate, we're testing 2 against 1. Overpower doesn't help, but Enraptured sure does. 4 against 1. And we'll throw... you know what? We'll just throw this other Practice Makes Perfect to be just committed straight up to be 5 against 1. Skull is -4. We pass exactly. We add another 3 charges and or secrets. So let's put 2 in the scroll and 1 on the pendant. We get this clue. And we use the scroll to search the bottom 3 cards of the encounter deck. Restless Journey is a real pain. Whispers of Hypnos is largely free. So we'll discard Restless Journey, and we'll put these 2 Whispers of Hypnos on the top. That's fine. Okay. Good. No enemies. We upkeep. Cryptic Writings. Okay, I got to discard 3 cards to get down to hand size. I don't need the Cryptic Writings right now. I have plenty of resources. I think it will be the Momentum. And the Unrelenting, actually. Okay, that's fine. Mythos. 6 of 7. This will advance next turn. Whispers of Hypnos. Foot Bad. And Amanda Draw. Second, no, don't. We overpower. Discard this overpower. What are we putting up? I don't think I'm actually going to take any tests this turn. I think I'm just going to play some assets. So with that in mind, defensive and real big, let's do the Essence of the Dream, shall we? No reason not to. Maybe there's reason not to, but I don't know what it is. All right. We're going to Scroll of Secrets. We're going to search the bottom 3 of the encounter deck. Well, let's discard the Dole of the Wastes, shall we? Don't want to tangle with that. And we'll put Dreamer's Curse second and Whispers of Hypnos on top. We're slowly eating our way through the bottom of the encounter deck. We will eventually get to what we're looking for. But now, let's just play some cards. Let's play this other Laboratory Assistant, and we draw 2 cards. Second copy of Vicious Blow and second copy of Eye of Truth. Either way, we get a Dream-Enhancing Serum draw. Cryptic Research. Now, let's spend 2 to play the Silver Key. And now, let's spend 2 to play the Black Cat. There we go. And sure, let's play this other Cryptic Research. Because we can. We got our weakness back. I really should have thought that through, that my weakness was coming up, but whatever. We have Occult Studies, which we can always use to bump it out and deal with it that way. Okay. That's me. No enemies on the board. We upkeep. We take a horror from shuffling our deck, which the Silver Key blocks. We get another Cryptic Research. Mythos, we're at 7. The first agenda advances. Okay, each tower recharges its clue. I don't have any copies of Nyarlathotep in my hand, so none of the rest of this does anything. Clue here, and a clue here. Second agenda, Doom Track 5. Let's draw Whispers of Hypnos. Foot Bad. Amanda Draw, which is a second practice makes perfect, so we'll use Dream Enhancing Serum to draw a second Enraptured. We discard Essence of the Dream, so it sets aside. Whispers from the Deep has to go up. Then Essence of the Dream comes back to our hand. Okay. Let's use the Scroll of Secrets. We're going to search the bottom 3 of the encounter deck. Myriad Forms is interesting because it's very bad if there's a Nyarlathotep in your hand. They attack you and are shuffled into the encounter deck. Or if he's in play, he moves and attacks. But if neither of those is the case, then it just surges. So what I can do, and indeed what I am going to do, if I have cards, we are working our way through. I am going to discard the Restless Journey. Acolyte's fine. We'll put the Acolyte second and the Myriad Forms first. Because the Myriad Forms is just going to surge into the Acolyte, and then I can go punch the Acolyte and be done with it. What else am I doing? We are really churning through all the cards that aren't hidden cards, which is amusing. I think we just get clues and charge up our tools. So we're going to investigate. I will play Obscure Studies to bump out Whispers in the Deep. And I will emit Whispers from the Deep. And this Enraptured. So we're now what? 5, 4, 6 on 4. Let's also throw in, this Perception. Sure. Yep, 2, 5, 4, 6, 9 against 4. -4 is the skull, so we pass by 1. We draw 1 card from Perception, which is a Cryptic Writings, which I might as well play to get 4 resources. That's fine. I add 3. We'll put 3 more on the Scroll of Secrets. Get rid of our weakness, and we get this clue. Okay. Let me just open more of the map, since we don't know yet where we're going to need, what other Whispering Chaoses we're going to need. That Scroll of Secrets exhausts is gating me a little bit here. Maybe I should have taken a second copy, but I really want the Dream Diary. I guess I could get rid of Hypochondria. Not nothing. No, I should move to the center since I will want to deal with an Acolyte. We'll move twice. We'll move to the center and then down. We'll open the southern tower. Just so that it's open and we can Pendant of the Queen teleport to it. That's fine. Okay. No enemies. We upkeep. A second Overpower. We'll use Dream Enhancing Serum to draw momentum. Mythos 1 of 5. Myriad Forms surges into this Acolyte, which we'll put back on the western tower. Okay. We Amanda draw. Second momentum. We discard Obscure Studies. We will put Overpower up since we're going to punch an Acolyte. Let's use the scroll and search the bottom 3. We are still not finding any Nyarlathotep. Okay. We'll discard the Law of Yggdrasil Pandemonium. Dreamer's Curse is not bad. Deeper Slumber is a pain. We'll put Deeper Slumber second and Dreamer's Curse first. We'll draw Dreamer's Curse next time. We've got plenty of icons to throw at it. Okay. Now, we will... actually... I guess I could just move regularly. I don't really need the clues. But I need more uses of these. This is what's important. So we will investigate. It's only Shroud 2. We'll investigate. I know Overpower doesn't help. That's fine. We'll commit this Enraptured. We're testing 4 on 2. And I will commit these 2 Practice Makes Perfects Be 6 on 2. We're 4 up. Cast by 2. We get 3 more of these. We'll put 2 in the scroll and 1 on the pendant. We get this clue. Then I'll use the pendant to warp to this acolyte. Nope. Yes, to warp to the acolyte. Now we'll punch acolyte. We're testing 5 on 3. Let's... Sure, we'll play Cryptic Research to draw 3. Five on 3. I could play the Cryptic Writings, but I don't really need the resources anymore. So I think I'm just going to hang on to it as more commits. But I am going to commit this. In fact, it's got a question mark. I'll commit this Momentum. And I don't need the... I'll commit... I'm going to draw off this. I'll commit this Unrelenting, but I'll just seal the Cultist. Okay. 2, 5, 6, 7 against 3. We're 4 up. -4, we pass. Guy's defeated. And we draw a card off Overpower, which is a Perception. And now, is there anything else? No, my board state is pretty much full. I'm just going to draw another card. Unrelenting. Fine. Okay. No enemies. We upkeep. Second Unrelenting. Dream Enhancing Serum draws me a Cryptic Research. Silver Key absorbs the horror of reshuffling. Mythos. We're at 2 of 5. Right. Dreamer's Curse. So we're testing Willpower 5. Overpower, I'm already sitting at 5 on 5. I just need like 5 on 5. I'll commit this Cryptic Writings to be 8 on 5. And I don't know. We'll throw in the Unrelenting and seal the Cultist. 10 on 5. Didn't need any of that. It's fine. We pass. All right. Amanda draw. Enraptured. We discard Overpower. What is the test here? It is Willpower. Just in case, I am actually going to put the Essence of the Dream up. All right. Feel it in my bones. Come on, Scroll of Secrets. Give me a Nyarlathotep, please. We really are not getting the Nyarlathoteps, are we? Crawling Mist. Wizard of the Order. Somnophobia. We'll discard the Crawling Mist. Really don't need to deal with that. We'll put Somnophobia up, and we'll put the Wizard of the Order second. That's fine. I'm not sure what else I can really do here. Do I... We got time. We got time. Our prizes will show up. I just need to be patient. Let's open the rest of the map. It's just so that everywhere is open. That seems fine. We'll move twice over here to this Forsaken Tower East. 3 Shroud, 1 Clue. You can deal with the Nyarlathotep in your hand by evading it. And sure, let's try to get this clue. With Essence of the Dream, we're at 6, and Raptured, we're at 8. 8 on 3. Goes -4, we pass. We'll add 3. We'll put 1 on the... Yeah, we'll put 1 on the scroll and 2 on the pendant. Okay. And we get this clue. Fine. It's not going to be long, folks. It's not going to be long. No enemies on the board. We upkeep into a practice makes perfect. Right? Yes, Mythos. We're at 3 of 5. Counter card is the Somnophobia. So with Essence of the Dream, we're what? Testing 10 against 5 already? Because this is 4 question marks. Yeah, we're straight up 10 on 5. -2, we pass. Okay. Amanda, draw. Cryptic Writings. Essence of the Dream gets set aside. Again, I am keenly aware that at some point in your Nyarlathotep is going to show up. I'm going to put an Eye of Truth up there. And then we get Essence of the Dream in hand. All right. Come on. Scroll of Secrets. Bottom 3. Mysterious Chanting is a real funny pick here because it would shuffle the deck and all my hard work would be kind of gone. I am chewing away from the bottom. I'm pulling 3 cards off the bottom. The fact that Nyarlathoteps have not shown up tells me that I'm doing the exact opposite of what I should have done, and they were like top decked, but it's fine. But the thing is, I don't want Mysterious Chanting. But I also don't want to deal with the Liar with no face. I mean, I could, I could top deck and then spend a clue and burn off those non-hidden cards, actually. Maybe that's what I should have been doing all this time, now that I think about it. All right, so what we will do, we will discard the Mysterious Chanting. I am going to top deck the Liar with no face and the Myriad Forms, but we might as well spend clues to discard. Yeah, we'll attack it from both ends, because there's really nothing else to be done at this point. So we'll spend a clue and an action. Right, we'll look at the top 3. We know it's not there, but we're just discarding things we don't want. This Liar with no face, this Myriad Forms, this Wizard of the Order, gone. Let's do that again. This Deeper Slumber, this Dreamer's Curse, this Whispers of Hypnos, gone. I'm fairly sure now that what's left... heck. Let's do it again. Deeper Slumber. Acolyte. Liar with no face. Gone. There we go. We have 11 cards left. We're really going at this in a very silly way. But we're going to upkeep. Oh, sure. Our weakness. Whispers from the Deep. And I actually do have to discard something. Practice makes perfect. Okay. Mythos. We're at 4 of 5. Okay. Whispering Chaos North. We have actually chewed through all the cards that I've seen. The last 10 cards of the encounter deck have what we're looking for. Well, let's dig in, shall we? But first, Amanda, draw. Second, Momentum, so I can Dream Enhancing Serum draw. Into a Practice makes perfect. Discard Eye of Truth. I have to put Whispers in the Deep up. Which is not great, but I'll play Cryptic Research to draw 3. which will include obscure studies. So now I'm prepared for that. And now let's scroll of secrets. Whoops. To look at our bottom 3. What am I doing? I'm pressing the wrong thing. Draw bottom 3. Really? Okay. Well, we'll discard the Law of Yiggoth Chaos. And this time, I'm actually going to put the Mysterious Chanting on the bottom. Hold on. There's a way to do that. There we go. And this Abandoned by the Gods on the bottom. Because now, boy howdy, if we spend a clue, we better be seeing something hidden. Okay. This is very funny game. We now have all 4 of these. And Abandoned by the Gods discards. I don't want to pull one now because they'll attack me on the flip. So I should just get ready. How did I manage to do this? I guess it's kind of a fitting end. Well, let's... Which of these is actually easiest? Book versus its agility. Willpower versus its health. Willpower versus its combat. And agility versus its agility. So I think probably the book versus agility, which makes sense. And it's also got a clue there. So let's warp over there, shall we? Forsaken Tower. And sure, let's try to get this clue. We will play Occult Studies to pull out Whispers of the Deep. We'll commit Whispers in the Deep. We'll commit Enraptured. We are testing 2, 5, 4, 6 against 2. That's fine. -4 is an exact pass. We will put... I can't imagine I need... Whatever. We'll put 2 on the pendant and 1 on the scroll. It's fine. And we'll get this clue. And we have 1 more action. The funny thing is, because of all these things, I'm going to have to discard. Which is actively annoying. I guess I'll play this Cryptic Writings just for the heck of it and get 4 more resources. All right, no enemies. We upkeep. Silver Key absorbs the harm. I have to discard 3 cards. We'll discard this Cryptic Writings. And this Practice Makes Perfect. And... and the Unrelenting. That's fine. Okay. Mythos. My plan? Right. Read on my puppet. All right. All the locations recharge clues. Any Nyarlathoteps in hand are revealed and attacked. Again, none of that is happening. Clues everywhere. We're into the final stretch. Wee-ha! Last agenda. Doom Tracker 5. Come on, what I want. Hey, it's a hidden card. Hey, it's what I want. All right. Let's Amanda draw. Enraptured. Obscure Studies discards. So, what am I doing here? Okay. Essence of the Dream. Okay. Now, we will use Whispering Chaos North to try to deal with this. So, we are evading using Book. So we're testing Book against this thing's evade. It's evade 2. Well, with Essence, we're at 6 on 2. Seems good. Let's run with it. Skulls -4. That's enough into the victory display with you. And this discards. Now, roll of secrets. Draw bottom of the encounter deck. I knew 2 of these were ones that I didn't want, which is fine. So we'll... What we're actually going to do... Abandoned by the Gods is basically a nothing. So, we will... Let's see. 1, 2, 3... Insomnophobia is not a big deal either. We will put Mysterious Chanting on top because it's about to go away. We'll put Abandoned by the Gods next to last, and we'll put Insomnophobia last. Now, we spend an action and a clue. Top 3. Mysterious Chanting, that, this. There's one of these left? All right, I have to take that as well, don't I? Okay, it's fine, because we can just straight up discard this. And test Fist 3. So we're testing 6 on 3. And we will add... We'll add a momentum to be 7 on 3. We pass exactly. Good. This thing. What are my options? Combat. Evade. Okay. We're going to use the pendant to teleport down to the South Tower. And let's use Whispering Chaos South with this. So we are testing, we're fighting willpower against its combat. So with Essence of the Dream, we're at 6 against 3. And I am going to... I'm actually going to take a hit here, which is fine. Perfectly fine. Willpower. This other momentum? Yeah. That's fine. 7 on 3. 0. We passed by 4. Okay. And there we go. So now, we advance this. Now the black cat knows the truth and we have the silver key. So I lose my clue. And then the Nyarlathotep attempts a Voltron into the Great Hall. And then all the Forsaken Towers go back up to 1 clue. So what are we dealing with here? We are dealing with the combined Crawling Chaos and Stalker Among the Stars. So he's Hunter and Massive. He does damage and 2 horror. So he is going to move in and smack me at the end of this round, which is fine. I can take it. He has Fight 5, Evade 3, 12 health. Okay. That's a reasonable challenge. And before my turn formally ends, we'll play this Cryptic Research and draw 3 cards. Which includes a second Eye of Truth, so I'll Dream Enhancing Serum. Draw that Writings, which I'm not going to play. It's just more commits. Okay. All right. Oh, and we advance to Act 5. The thing gets -1 health for every clue I possess, and if it's defeated, we advance. And the skulls are now -5. Okay, the final step. So Hunter Massive, so he does move in, and I do get smacked for damage and 2 horror. Because of hypochondria, I take 1 direct horror, but the damage and 2 horror we will put on the cat. Yeah, damage. I should put a horror on this lab assistant and a horror on the cat. There we go. Okay. Upkeep. Second overpower, so we can dream enhancing serum into our weakness. Why did I do that? All right, fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Mythos, 1 of 5. I think it's somnophobia. No, it's abandoned by the gods, which is fine. I can commit whispers to the deep, from the deep for it. So we are testing 2, 6, 5 on 3. And what would I be discarding? I have a cost 2 and a cost 1, and everything else in my hand is, and this is cost 0. So I'd need to discard one of them. It's fine. I don't feel the need to add more to this. We are 5 on 3. 2 up. I'm pausing because there is, of course, the cultist. Now we run with this. All right, so we fail, which is fine. How much did we fail by? We were 5 on 3. Okay, so we failed completely. So we have to pick, we'll pick 4, 3, and 1. We'll discard the practice makes perfect. That's fine. Okay, Amanda draw. Oh, and this discards. Unrelenting. Essence of the dream gets discarded, by which I mean set aside. And now we have Nyarlathotep. So, vicious blow it is. And we get essence of the dream. Okay. Now, this card is a somnophobia. I remember that. I'm not too concerned about. Fight 5. 12 health. Three, 6, 9, 11. Okay. Can we do this in one round? Fight 5, huh? To pass everything, including the skulls, I need to get 10 up. My other unrelenting, yes, is in the discard, which is fine. All right. We're going to attack. Can I get up to 10? Well, we're base for, actually, I'd want to get up to 12, right? To do 3 damage. Or 11 with the unrelenting sealing the skulls. Okay, well, we have overpower. So 2, 4, 7, and essence of the dream. That makes 11. 11 on 5. And we'll throw in these cryptic writings. 12 on 5. We are 7 up for this punch. Okay, so -4. So we pass by 3. So we draw 2 cards off of overpower. Silver key absorbs the horror. And this gets set aside. This discards. And because of vicious blow, we do 1 + 2 is 3 damage. Okay, good first punch. Second punch. And overpower discards. Second punch. We're going to overpower again. We use Eye of Truth this time. So we're at 2, 4, 7. That puts us at 11. And we will play Practice Makes Perfect. And we'll throw in this momentum. Okay. So we're at 12. 2, 4, 7, 11, 12 against 5. Again, we are 7 up. We pass by 7. Next test is 3 easier. We draw 2 cards off of Overpower. Get our weakness back and momentum. And again, we do 3 damage. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. He has 6 health left. We're going to punch again. We're going to commit this second vicious blow. So, vicious blow doesn't have a limit 1 per test. So if this passes by 2 or more, this attack will do 5 damage. So we're now at 4. We'll commit this other Eye of Truth so that we're at 8. And the test is only difficulty 2 now because of that momentum. So we're 8 on 2. We're 6 up. Let's get one more. Let's throw this. Let's throw this Enraptured in. So we're 7 up. 2, 4, 6, 10. 2, 4, 6, 10, 11. Wait, do I even need all that? No, he's only fight 2. I'm getting my math mixed up. 2, 4, 6, 10. I don't even need this. We're already at 10 on 2. We're already 8 up. Let's do it. Fail another token. We were all waiting for Cultist into auto-fail on that. But Cultist in the Skull, we're still 3 up. So we do 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5 damage. He has 1 health left. But you know what happens if you get a clue? He gets -1 health. We hold aloft the pendant of the Queen, and we discover this clue. And now suddenly he has 1 less health, and in 1 round, this balloon head is defeated. The Black Cat. The abomination folds in on itself, tears a hole through reality, and escapes through the other side. It has fled the dreamlands and may never return. It is done, the Black Cat says after a moment of unsteady silence. The final scene of my vision and the final chapter of my story. Its form begins to fray and unravel like the end of a rope. These dreams are very precious, human. Its voice lingers and hums through the air, even as the last vestiges of its shape disappear into the ether. Do not lose them. They are the very heart of you, the heart of us all, and they're yours to keep, at least for now. You want to ask what all of this means, but it's too late. The Black Cat is gone. Resolution 2. And there we go. That is Where the Gods Dwell. I'm going to pause here because there's actually another resolution that I haven't looked at that the Campaign Play Along organizers posted. So be right back with that, and we'll see where the finale, the final epilogue takes us. So be right back. All right. The extra piece is the epilogue. So first we go to regular resolution 2. There's nothing remaining of the presence that once taunted your mind. You are left once again with an overwhelming sense of loneliness. The vast halls of the Onyx Castle are evidence of nothing but despair and sorrow. You could almost say that Amanda Sharpe is now the queen of nothing at all. But at least now they are no longer haunted by the being that lured you here. You understand now what its purpose was all along, to delve into your mind, discern your shape, and awaken alongside you, to become master of both dreams and reality at once. The Black Cat, whatever it truly was, must have seen this in its visions. You carry Virgil's corpse out into the snowy peaks of Kadath and bury him outside the castle. With your quest complete, you have no reason to dwell in this place any longer. You can finally leave the Dreamlands behind, if that is truly what you wish to do. And yes, indeed, we have We've run out of space in our campaign log. We banished Nyarlathotep after having also had the bridges destroyed. That's on the other campaign log. What is happening here? Oh my goodness. Technically difficult. The bridge was destroyed. We earn experience that we're not going to spend because we are done. We get 2 mental trauma from the battle between truth and fiction within our own dreams. I mean, I guess technically what? It's 5 bonus experience plus the Nyarlathoteps plus this guy. So 2, 4, 6, 11 minus 2 for vast experiences is 9. We would have plus the 1 left over is 10 experience to spend on what? Who knows? It's fine. And then we can wake up, remain on the surface of the dreamlands, or venture into the underworld. I'm fine with waking up. Resolution 3. You startle awake, riveted and dazed by the magnitude of the dream that held your attention for so long. And yet when you try to recall any of it, you remember very little. It is all a haze, like distant memories from decades ago. Just a hint of the dream remains. A black castle, a ship sailing through space, a staircase, a black cat, a bunch of spiders. You remember completing some profound quest, but for the life of you, you cannot remember what it was. We awoke. And now we go to our epilogue. Okay, this is the special Dreams Within Dreams Advanced Route epilogue. The bridge was not completed. Instead, the bridge was destroyed. And then we awoke. Epilogue 6. Well, isn't this a happy reunion? Yes, you have returned to the world of awakening. Now you can all go back to the pointless meandering you call life. Leave your dreams behind, like scraps to be devoured when next you are hungry. Or have you finally realized that your world is one of reverie as well? Take what you have ingested from this dream and use it to shape your destiny, dream eaters. As for me, I have my own home to return to. Don't worry, I'm sure you haven't seen the last of me. We were reunited in the waking world, and we win the campaign. Boom! This was a blast of a time. I had tremendous fun playing through this campaign. Thank you again to all the campaign play-along organizers for all the hard work you did on this. Fantastic job. And thank you to everyone else who has played the campaign play-along alongside me and everybody else. And to you, the viewer, who has watched some, all, or any of this, I thank you as well. See you all again for the next adventure. Until then, take it easy, everyone.